One solution that a number of people have offered is liberal nationalism. Okay. Will Kimlicka likes to use this term. It's also the title of a great book by Yael Tamir. So what is liberal nationalism? The idea is that people retain a strong loyalty towards a certain defined group of people and territory, to a nation. Right? So it could be Canada, it could be the United States, it could be Belgium or Brazil or China. Right? People maintain an attachment to their nation. But at the same time, right, the nation adopts a liberal system of government. Right? Now, what does this mean in practice? Well, first of all, the nationalism could be either ethnocultural or constitutional. Right? So an ethnocultural nationalism would see would be either attached to a certain loyalty to an ethnic group or to a culture and its associated territory. Right? So in France, someone might see himself as valuing a distinctive French way of life, right? Or a distinctive French territorial or cultural identity, right? And that might leave room for immigrants to be assimilated, right? It might leave a special place for immigrants in the society, various ways of working this out. Right? But the idea is that people in France will see them as part of this unit, themselves as part of this unit, right? Which is attached to a set of liberal institutions. Other people have argued for what's called constitutional patriotism, where people see themselves united not as an ethnocultural group, but as commonly accepting a certain political order and having a loyalty towards each other as part of this political order. I tend to associate constitutional patriotism more with the US and maybe Canada, and ethnocultural liberal nationalism a little more with Europe. But that's not totally true. Right? So here you would still have patriotism, you would still have a sense of communal loyalty, etc. Right? But it would also be agreeing that we would share in common a liberal system. Right? So when you ask the question, why should the person in New York sacrifice for the person in South Dakota or vice versa, it's because they both identify each other as part of this nation, right, that shares this commitment to a certain political order in common. Right? So and this can have all the trappings of nationalism: state holidays, encouragement of patriotism, flags, territorial guarding borders, all these other things, right? With the special stipulation, right, that it's not committed to pushing one comprehensive doctrine, right, within the nation. Or at least it's allowing a plurality of things like religion and to some extent moral views, right, while still having this common national identity.